this topic. Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So, whatever we have learned so far is basic of ETL. Okay. Now, from today, whatever we are discussing, it is completely advanced. We have another 10 classes. 8 to 10 classes are available. So, all these are pretty much important, guys, and all these things you need to practice a lot. Okay. Now, today's topic is how to perform incremental loading or delta loading. How to perform incremental loading and delta loading. You don't get incremental loading, delta loading, this kind of a concept in Power BI, right? So, but whenever you learn, ETL, compulsorily there is a concept called incremental loading, called as a delta loading. Types of data loadings. One is called full data load. The second one is called incremental data load or delta load, right? So now let me tell you. So what is incremental data loading or delta data loading? I have some data. I have some employee table. Employee table means OLTP table. I have some employee ID, employee name, and employee salary. So this is my data. And this data is available in the source table 1. John and salary is 1,000 rupees or dollars. And Sita, the salary is 2,000 rupees or $2,000. So this is my data. Now, normally what we do, we create one SSIS package, right? So with SSIS package, what we do, we create the same table in the destination, right? In the destination, we create a same table. The table name, so you can say employee destination. You can give any name, or if you create in the data warehousing, we say dimension employee. So you can give any name, forget about name, whether it is a dimension table or whether it is some X table, Y table, doesn't matter. But so you are going to be creating this and trying to load all the data. All the data will get loaded when you perform SSIS loading, full loading, all the data will be loaded. After that, you may insert the data. So you have a new employee is going to be joining. He is getting 1,200 salary. So that means you may have new inserts or you may have new updates also. For example, John's salary is not at 12,000. It is incremented to, let us say, 1,700. That means the data got updated. Or the data also, for example, this guy, Sita, she resigned from the company. She also no more in the company. Like that, you may have inserts in the data. You may have updates in the data. You may have a deletes in the data. Anything can happen. For example, if there is a new insert, new row comes in. So whatever be the row that we are saying, this is what is called delta row. For example, this was the story. And whatever be the extra row that you got it, this is what is called delta row or incremental row. That is extra row when you compare with 1 and 2, 1 and 2 is there. Apart from this, this is what is the extra data got added. This is what is called a delta row or incremental row. Or tomorrow, if you update this to, let us say, some 1,500, this is also called as a delta row. Delta row means incremental row or updated row or inserted row. Like that, you may have the extra data because of insert. You may have the new data because of updates, or you may delete the data. So anything can happen here. Let us concentrate one by one. Let us concentrate one by one. Now I got inserted only one row. Insert, I have done it. Now, if I run the package of SSIS, what it does, it will always perform incremental loading. It will take all the data. It is going to be loading all the data here. Now you will be able to get a duplicates data. Have you seen this? Because every time it is going to be copying the completed data because it does not know that which row I have to copy because SSIS does not know. You know that this is a new row, but SSIS does not know. it will copy entire data. It's going to be loading the data. You will have a duplicates, right? So if you have a primary key here, again, you will be able to get the error. The data will not be loaded. You will be able to get the errors. Okay, so that is also one more point. Normally what we do, instead of loading this data here, we delete the data from here so that we will be able to load the complete data. That is what we normally do. You delete the data here, tomorrow you're going to be loading. For example, tomorrow this got updated to 1500. Again, when you run the package, what normally we do? We delete all the data here. Again, you're going to be loading all the data so that you don't have any duplicates and you will be able to have the consistent data in OLTP. And this is what is called your OLAP, or you can say data warehouse. Clear? OLAP, or you can see in data warehouse. Every time when you're getting the data from the source table, we are going to be deleting the data, loading the data. If you do like that, you don't get any duplicates data. You don't get any issues. But the problem is, you think you have 10 billion data here. You assume that you have crores of data here already, right? So let me take, this is my data. Let me go to old story. This is my data. This is my data. Now, because of this data, this data got loaded here. You assume that billion rows are there. If you delete billion records as it is, plus only one record extra. So you load again all the data as it is, plus one row extra. Does it make any sense? So you have loaded 1 billion data. There is no change in the 1 billion data. So again, you are deleting 1 billion data, and again load all the data and add only one extra row. Because of this one row, you're deleting 1 billion data from here, again loading 1 billion data plus one extra row. Does it make any sense? It will not make any sense when you perform a full loading. Clear? So what is the concern with SSIS package? SSIS does not know which data got inserted newly, which data got updated newly. SSIS does not know that common sense, right? It does not have that clue. If you give that clue to SSIS, it will be able to perform incremental loading. That means what? So only inserted data will get inserted here. Only updated data will get updated there. Only deleted data will get deleted there. So instead of performing increment, instead of performing full loading means deleting all the data, loading again all the data is useless activity. Right? So what is that we need to give to our SSIS? SSIS should be knowing which data is inserted, which data is updated, and which data is deleted. If it knows like that, then definitely it will take inserted data will get inserted, updated data will get updated, and deleted data will be deleted. So it can perform all these operations very, very easily. Now, to give that kind of a thinking to SSIS, we have to use these solutions. Clear? Solutions for incremental loading. Either you can use lookup or SCD. SCD means slowly changing dimension. We can use merge statement in SQL Server. Merge is not from the SSIS. It is from the SQL Server. And customized SQL code, SSIS code we can write. We can use a set operator, except, intersect, union, or you can use SQL Server joins or CDC. This is also change data capture. Lot of things are available. Let me open my Visual Studio. Lot of things can be done with the help of this. Let me open with SSIS package. Right? Now I wanted to perform an incremental loading. I wanted to perform some incremental loading. So what is that I wanted to do? I wanted to take one new package, very, very important one. And this is very easy, not at all complex. So demo on the incremental loading with the lookup transformation. So lot of them you can use. You can use incremental loading if you wanted to do. you can go in for the what is called as a lookup transformation you can use. Where is lookup? Lookup is here. Or you can also use SCD, slowly changing dimension. Or you can also use one more is called CDC, change data capture, right? So you can use also that. With the help of that, we will be able to perform CDC, change data capture, source and everything will be there. And we will be able to perform a lot of other things. CDC splitter, like that. We have a lot of things are available. With the help of that, we will be able to perform incremental loading. Clear? Because by default, SSIS does not know which is the new row, which is the updated row, which is the deleted row. So we can give a extra power to SSIS with the help of what is called as a lookup first. Okay, so lookup can be used to perform which one is the new row, which one is the old row, which one is the current row. So what normally we do, we go here, we are going to be reading the data from OLEDB source, right? So all the data will be loading into OLEDB source. You create one table in SQL Server to read the data. We're going to be using OLEDB source. The next one, we are going to be going for a lookup transformation, right? So, lookup needs what? Let me delete this data. Let me delete also this data. Let me go to the first step number 1. I have this data. I'm reading the data from this source. Now I'm going to be performing a lookup. Lookup always will have a reference table. What is my reference table here? My reference table will be my destination table only. Clear? So this table will be a reference table. I'll be comparing employee. So employee.employee ID is equivalent to dim employee.employee ID. I'm going to be taking this as a source. This will come. This need a reference table. So what is the trick I'm playing? The trick I'm playing, the destination table as it is, I'm taking a reference table. I am mapping this table, this column with this column. Clear? So you will be able to get no match data, again match data. So match data this side, no match data this side. Clear? So no match data this side. Now you tell me what is a match and what is a no match. I will go here. So lookup will perform. So it will read one row, one is there. You don't have any record. So one, there is no matching. So this record is going to come to the no match. Clear? Again, 2 it will take. There is no 2 here because it is no matching record. It is also going to come. So no match records, what you do, you are going to be giving it to OLEDB destination. So you're going to be connecting to one more destination. Now destination will be this table again. Clear? So these 2 rows will be going and sitting it here. Okay. So when you match this primary key to this primary key, definitely we will be able to compare 1 and 1. So 1 is not there initially. So I will get no match data. 2 and 2 is there, like that. So tomorrow new data comes. For example, 3, let us say Raghu joins. Raghu joins. Again, it is going to be joining. 1 and 1 is matching. 2 and 2 is matching. 3 and there is no 3, right? So 3 does not have any matching record. Only this record is going to come this side. Now this data will go to OLEDB destination. This record, OLEDB destination in this table, this data will go like that. Every time what will happen, no match data will come to OLEDB destination. This is going to be inserting the data. So we can easily accept the inserts. Clear? For example, tomorrow you modify this to 1500. Clear? You modify this to 1500. Normally what we're doing, 1 and 1 is matching. So what will come? So matched records are going to come here. Let me delete this. Now 1 and 1 is matching. Matched record is going to come here. Okay. 2 and 2 is matching. Matched record every record by record, it is going to be matching. 3 and also 3 is matching. This record also will come here. Am I clear? So every time you can think like that. Matching records will come. So this matching records, what normally we do, we take this data, we never insert. This data will get inserted directly. But here, what normally we do, we are going to be using OLEDB command transformation, and we are going to be updating the data. So we'll update. So one and will take, we update these two things so that you will be able to go here. You will 2 and 2 you compare and you update these two. You will be able to go here. We take Raghu and we compare 3 and 3. We'll update remaining data. So that is how we're going to be doing. Clear? So matched data, we are updating it. Okay. And this is the OLEDB command transformation. With the help of this, we will be able to update it. So with the help of no matching data, we will be able to insert the data. Clear? So that is what end of the day you do. So tomorrow, what happens? You modify. This is what is called Sita Ram, right? You're updating this. So this is you're updating. Let us say 3,400. So what will happen? So 1 and 1 is matching, or you will be able to get fourth record. Let us say Kiran. So or Kim coming with the 5,000 salary. Now what happens? Let us see. So 1 and 1 is matching. So this record, matched record, this is going to come this side. Okay. And 2 and 2 is matching. So this is also matched data will come this side. 3 and 3 is matching. This record will come this side. 4, there is no matching data. 4 is going to be unmatched data. Because of no match data will come here. So it is going to be taken and inserted into this place. Clear? So 1 and 1 is matching. This data will get updated. So there is no updation actually because as it is. So you have a Sita, but you have a Sita Ram name is got updated. You modify this, you will be able to modify this and this. Now Raghu salary got updated. Raghu salary 3,000. Now I have a Raghu here. So Raghu's salary will get updated. So matched data, we are going to be updating it. Then no match data, we are going to be inserting. If you use lookup transformation, you will be able to perform this operation very, very clearly and very, very cleanly. Let us do one beautiful demo with this transformation lookup. Clear? So lookup OLED destination is inserting. It is going to be updating. Am I clear? I'm going to be creating a database now. What database I'm going to be creating? I'm going to be creating one database called company and company only, but incremental lookup, LKP, something like that. I'm going to be creating one database. Okay. So I've created a database called incremental what? A database called incremental lookup database. Inside that, I'm going to be creating a table called employee ID, integer, primary key, name, varchar, not null, salary, money, not null. Okay. So that is what you need to create. Where in this database, now you need to execute with this. Now I'm going to be creating one database. Go here and refresh a table. You will be able to get one blank table. Now you go and insert. Let me insert only 2 rows first. Okay. I will be able to insert 2 rows. Now the table name is called this table. Clear? Now I wanted to create one more table with the same columns, and only the table name will be dim employee. You can have anything, doesn't matter. So you can create one more destination table. Now the destination table will be called as a dim employee. This is a destination table. Source has a data, destination does not have data. Now I'm going to be creating incremental lookup. Clear? So remember this point forever. Remaining, things as it is, you have to create 2 tables. One table is called First, you have to create a database. Clear? If the database exists, we are going to be dropping the database and we are using the database, creating a table. Okay, what table we have created? Employee table. This is one table we got created. Second table is one more table we got created. This is a source and that is a destination, right? This is a source and this is a destination. Clear? Now I have to get this data. How to get the data? Go to control flow. Now drag and drop data flow task. You take a new package first. Clear? Now you go here. So where is the data available? Data available in the source. OLEDB source. Let me drag and drop. Double click on this. I wanted to connect it to what? Not this database. Delete it. I would like to create a new database server name. I would like to create or link to this database. Company incremental lookup. Test connection is succeeded. Now click on OK. Now I wanted to click on OK. Now tabular view. I want to get the table. And what is a table? Source table. Source table is called employee table. You will be able to get this table. You have some data, right? Now click on close. Now all the columns we need. If you don't need some column, you can remove like that. I need all columns. So this is the data and that's it. So click on OK. I have some data. Click on close. Now this is what is called source. Always you can rename. You can say whether it is a source or destination. Source. And I wanted to source SQL and company underscore incremental underscore lookup. If you give the database name, and it will be good, right? This is a source, right? Now I wanted to go and drag and drop a lookup, right? Now this will be a source and destination also. I can say source and the destination because only one thing I'm using that will be source and that will be destination also. Clear? But normally you have source is something and destination will be something. But here I have created both of them. This is a source, this is a destination. So now you can create like that. Now you go drag and drop. Always you create a connection first. Double click on this and always you need to say redirect no match output, right? And connection, which connection? The same connection I have where I have a reference table. Which one is the reference table? The destination table. I don't have any data. This will be reference table. And what is the columns? Columns are employee ID to employee ID to you have to map. You should not check anything. If you check, then it will be a problem for you. Never check. Only for the comparing purpose, comparison purpose, you should use. You should not take any data from the destination. Reference table is a destination table. Simply compare. You can also right click on this. You can say edit mappings. You will be able to know. So if you wanted to delete something tomorrow, you can go and delete it. Or you can also right click on this edit mappings. You will be able to say employee ID input and employee ID to lookup column like that. So it is very, very simple, full cache, no match output, connection, and the destination table, that is employee table, dim employee, then you should not check anything. That's it. So you will have a matching data, no match data. No match data should go to OLEDB destination. What is no match data? When you connect, it will ask what data? No match data. Should go to where? Fast load you need to give. Fast load you need to give and you need to go. And a destination table already we have created. You should not click on new. Already I have created. So click on this. Now go to mappings. Now everything is done. So no match data means you can say right click. Say this will be add annotation. This will be for inserts. All the data will get inserted. Right click on this. Set a text annotation font. You can increase the font. Something like this. This will be for inserts. Update will do it later because I did not get the match data. Let me close. Right click on this. Close all but this. Remaining package, I have to close them. Click on yes. So save and close everything. Start the package. I don't have any data. in the destination table. I have data in the source only. Let me go and click on execute. I did not configure for update. Only I am planning to have for the insert. Clear? So click on start button. I have two rows got inserted. Have you seen? Stop this debugging. Now let me see. You have two rows. You have two rows. So what should I do? I have to go and insert one more row. Clear? Insert one more row. Now I have how many rows? I have, let me take this data, open a new query. I have now two rows. I have a three rows here. I have a two rows. But now what will happen? 1 and 1 is matching. It will not take 2 and 2 is matching. It will not take 3 is unmatched data. Only that data will get executed. Now we start. 3 rows are going, but 1 row is inserted. Have you seen the beautiness? Now you're able to get only the last data, last record. Everything is working fine, right? Now tomorrow you may insert 1,000 rows here. Only those 1,000 rows will come to the destination table. Now it is working properly fine. Now I wanted to take the no match data. No match data I wanted to update. So for updation purpose in data flow, we can use OLEDB command, right? So there is a OLEDB command. When you go to command transformation, there is a OLEDB command transformation. With the help of that, you can update. This can insert, this can update. Take the blue pipe, it is a matching data. So which data you need to update? Go here. Let us configure. Let me go here. Let us configure. I have to use this and go here. You will be able to come down, SQL command. This is where you are going to be writing a command. Now, how do I write the command? Let me tell you. For example, now tomorrow, if you map it, so all the records 1 and 1, 2 and 2, everything will be coming as it is here. Okay, all the data will come as it is here. Now let me bring this rows there. Okay, all the data will be coming as it is there. Okay, because match data. Now you have to update. You have to update. Now how to update? We know update syntax, right? So what table we need to update? We need to update the data in this table, right? This is what table we need to update. Update this. Now you say set. What are the things you need to update? You have to update name and salary remaining columns, right? So you need to update name and salary. So update name, okay, and you put a question mark, comma, you update salary, put your question mark, and you need to write where employee ID is equals to question mark. That is what you need to write. Okay. So this is what you are going to be writing. Question mark, why I will explain. Why question mark I will explain. You are going to be putting 3 question marks. Clear? So the first question mark is called as, it is giving you a number. This question mark is called as 0. This question mark is called as number 1. This question mark number is called as number 2. SSIS will give you a number, indexing number always starts with 0. Clear? We say ground floor, then first floor, right? In India, we say ground floor, first floor. But in America or somewhere, ground floor is called as a 1 second, something like that. So you may start with 0 or 1, it is your choice. But all the question marks are given the numbers. This question mark is 0. This question mark is 1. This question mark is 2. What is the meaning? Question mark means the data you will get later. That is the meaning of that. What is the meaning of the question mark? The data you will get dynamically. Dynamically means it will come later. So it is a 0, it is a 1, it is a 2. Now let us understand. So what will happen? First, the query we have written here somewhere like this. Clear? So this is where we have written. So what it does, it will read one row, because OLEDB command, as we know, it is reading row by row. Row by row. What will happen? This row is going to come here. This row going to come. So we are going to be mapping name to this. Clear? Name to this and salary to this and employee ID to this. We are going to be mapping, so name to, so this is John. John is mapped to 0. 0 means question mark number, this one. So salary is mapped to 1. 1 means this is 0, this is 1. And employee ID is mapped to 3. So you need to map this one carefully. So this is 0. This is 0 because it started with 0. It is 1. So remember like that. It is a 0. This is a 1. This is a 2. Okay. 0 means name will go. 1 means the salary will go. And this is a 2. This is 2, right? This is 2, sorry. This 2 means 2 will come here like that. This data where employee ID equals to 1, name equals to John. John will go here. John will be modified here. John will go. And the salary will be, instead of this, this will get 1500. So update department employee name equals to John salary, and where this, so this record, the second record will get updated. Okay, this record will get updated. So that is how the first record will get updated. Sorry, not second record, where the employee equals to 1. So this record will get updated. So that is how a row by row will happen. So you need to give this equals to, then after that you need to do the mapping. So mapping, I told you guys, name can be mapped to 0, right? Salary can be mapped to 1, and employee ID can be mapped to like this. You can map like this, or you can delete like this. Delete it, press delete button, or you can also come down. You can say 0 means name, parameter 1 means salary, parameter ID means 2. Like that, you need to map it. Clear? So this will be for the update. Okay. Right click on this, add annotation. This will be for update. You can write like that. A comment I'm writing. Right click on this, set a text annotation font. Choose this, click on OK. So one is for update, one is for delete. Now you can do insert, update, and both. Clear? Now let me go. I don't have any data here. Let me go here, and I don't have any data. I have the same data. Now, if you insert one row, how to insert the row? You have to insert one row here. Let me insert one more row. 2 rows I have inserted, right? 2 rows got inserted. Now you can see 4 and 5 and this one. And I wanted to update the data. Where we need to update in the source. Clear? Source, when we update, it has to be inserted. Source set where name equals to, we have a Salman. Salman name will modify to Salman Khan. Salman Khan we are modifying. In the source level, you need to modify. Remember this. Where employee ID equals to 2. So 1 name we are updating, and for one more guy, salary also we will update, right? Go to salary. Now we will be able to go to employee number 1 salary. What is employee number 1 salary? 1000. We are giving the salary for employee number 1 to, let us say, 1200. So we updated 2 records, we inserted, and one more guy's salary also. We will insert employee number 3 salary. What is employee number 3 salary? 3 salary, she 3000. So let me improve this salary to 3000, something like that. So 2 inserts and 3 updates are done, right? So one name got updated, one salary got updated, and one more salary got updated. Now let us execute the package. When you execute the package, you understand carefully. 2 rows got inserted, 2 rows got, inserted, and 3 rows got updated. So this is the matching data, right? Let me go. and stop this. I will be able to go now check whether everything is happened properly or not. Let us see. Clear? I have John salary 1200. It has become 1200. Salman Khan name has been changed. No salary. Rishi, this one is got updated. David and Adi got inserted. Am I clear? So now tomorrow I wanted to modify Salman Khan is there, or I would like to modify something else. So Rishi, I want to modify his name. So Rishi ID is this. So his name is called Rishi Kesh, right? I want to modify his name and no data got inserted, only modification is done. When I modify the data, I go here and I want to start. Now I will be able to see the data no data got inserted, but all the data is being updated. Actually, I updated to only one. I updated only one, but 5 rows are getting updated. What is the problem here? The problem is because we are updating completely matching data. So whatever data is got matched, for example, so there is no change here. There is no change here. If you see carefully, same data as it is there, same data as it is there. But when we are comparing only one and one, even though there is a modification or no modification, even though you modify only one row, but because of this and this is matching, this and this is matching, all the data will come down here and all the data will get modified. That is what is the issue in this, because only I have updated one, only this record has to update. But even though you update one, remaining data also is getting updated. Why? There is a problem in the logic. What is that? The logic problem? Because we're comparing only these records. So all the data is matching, then we're updating every record. So that is the problem. So what we should do? So to understand what is the modified, okay, what is the modified record, only that record you have to take and update. Remaining data you should not insert. If that is the case, we have to use one more lookup transformation in between. So what we should do, we have to take again one more lookup, give it to this guy. Clear? One more lookup. Second lookup, first lookup will having this and this we're mapping. In the second lookup, all the columns we have to map. So you need to map employee ID to employee ID, employee name to employee name, and employee salary to employee salary. You have to map it. So you have to map this one to this one, name to name, and salary to salary. Now, if everything is matching, 1 and 1 is matching, John and John is matching, 1800, 1500 is not matching. If it is completely matching, for example, you take 2 Sitaram 2000, 2 Sitaram 2000. If it is a matching, I don't need. So in the second lookup, you need to take no match data. So what is the data you need to take? From the second lookup, you have to take the no match data, give it to this fellow. Clear? So no match data only will be coming here and updating. Matched records we don't need, because if everything is matching, why should I take? If this is also matching, completely matching, why should I take? I don't want. So first what happens? First 1 and 1 is matching, 2 and 2 is matching. So all the data will come in the first match. Clear? So all the data will come to first match. Fine. In the second match, what you do, it will take all the data, it will take entire row and it will compare with the entire row. Why? Because all the columns need to be mapped. So 1 John 1800, 1500, this will become no match data. This no match data will come down. Okay, because I have given no match. So these three are completely matching. These three are completely matching. These records will not come down. So you need to take this record and update. Clear? If you wanted to understand which row actually got update means, you have to use one more lookup. Otherwise, if you don't give lookup, directly you need to update 4 rows. That is waste of time, because only this row got updated. Remaining data did not get updated. To verify that, you have to use lookup and all the data you need to compare and take no match. So I remove this. So I want to drag and drop one more lookup. So this time I wanted to give the matching data. Double click on this, no match output, go to connection, get the destination table only. I have some data already. Go to columns, you have to map employee ID to employee ID, name to name, salary to salary. So you can also edit, right click edit mapping. So you can neatly map one by one. So you should not take any data from here. You will go wrong. So don't take, only map it. Now, after mapping, if everything is matching, I don't need. I need only unmatched data. No matched data should be updated. Remember? So this will give you only updated data only will come. Now, let me go insert one more data and let me go and modify employee number 4 salary. What is employee number 4 salary? He is 4,000. I wanted to get 7,900 is become his salary. Only one row got this one and one row got inserted. One row got updated and one row got inserted. Let me compare. Clear? So employee number 4, 8,900. Now 4 is 4,000 plus one row got inserted. Bhavya is there. Bhavya is not there. Let me check and start. What happens? So you will be able to read all the matching data. One row got inserted, but one row got only updated, even though everything is matching, because here the first column we are going to be mapping, right? So only one column will get mapped. In that matching data will come. In the second lookup, what you do, all the columns you have to map and you need to take the one no match output. You will be able to go and get the data. Now everything is properly happening. We never ever delete any data from the destination table. In the data warehouse, you never delete the data. Even though this guy is resigned and gone. For example, tomorrow you delete one row. This guy is no more in the job. So where employee ID equals to 4. Employee ID equals to 4 is not there. He's resigned from the company, joined, it is resigned. So normally, whenever you click on execute button, that row will not be deleted because we have planned for update and insert only. We never delete the data from the data warehousing table. We never perform a delete option in the incremental loading. But if you wanted to delete, we can delete. That is not a big problem. But never, ever you delete the data in the data warehouse. You may delete the data in the OLTP. Historical data we should know, right? So how many people have resigned? How do you know that data? So that means this is the data is there in the destination table. This data is not there in the source means these people have resigned. Am I clear? You never ever delete the data in the data warehouse. In the data warehouse, you may insert the data, you may update the data. So this is what you got to understand. Am I clear? Now, you should know one thing, as we discussed already, when we perform incremental loading or when we perform any loading, we should not use OLADB command. That's what I told you. Why we should not use OLADB command? Because OLADB command is very, very slow, right? So the other day, I was getting some 30 million data. 30 million. 1 million is equals to 10 lakhs. I'm getting 30 million records and I'm loading the data. It took approximately 45 minutes of time. My manager told me, Bhaskar, it is taking a lot of time. Can you increase the performance of your SSIS package? Right? So what is that we have done? So OLADB command, when you have, it is going to be doing a row by row operation. I told you, right? Batch operations and row by row. You have to serve 10 cups of coffee. Going to the kitchen, get one coffee. Going to the second time, get the second coffee will take a lot of time. What you do? You use a tray, you put 5 cups of coffee, you serve at one shot, go to the kitchen second time, get 5 more cups of coffee, second in the second time, right? It is very, very faster. Why? Batch operations are always faster. OLEDB command is always slow, but OLEDB command we can only use in data flow because you cannot get the execute SQL task. This is a batch operation. We cannot bring it there. We cannot bring this here. So, but my manager told me don't use OLEDB command. Somehow you try to update the data with the help of execute SQL task. I cannot get it here. So what I have done it, I have removed this OLEDB command here. So all the no match data I am dumping into one more temporary table. Drag and drop, create one temporary table. What data? No match data. So no match data only we're updating, right? I wanted to go and create one table called, let us say, a temporary. Temporary means what we'll say? We'll say stage employee. Clear? We create one employee table called stage employee. So you will be able to see one more table I'm going to be creating. The table got created. The table name is called stage. Clear? So whatever the data which is being updated, that I am putting into which table? OLEDB destination. This is a stage table. This is a stage table. Right? This will be original table. It will go to the destination table. This will be stage. Stage means temporary. All the data which you're inserting, that will go to this table. For example, I go one record I'll update. So what is the record I will update? Let me go. So let me delete all the data, and I wanted to start with let me delete this. Okay. I don't have any data in both tables. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to again insert some 3 rows here. Okay. So I have this data. Now what I'm trying to do, so let me load the full loading now. First we need to perform the every data will get loaded. Now it get loaded. No data, came here. That's fine. I'm able to see the data to this table as well. Now what I do, I wanted to modify this salary. So how to modify the salary number one? Salary number one, let us say some 1450. Okay, I got one row, right? One row updated, and one row also you insert. Clear? Now what happens? Let us see. So one row got inserted here and one row got updated here. Now you're not going to be updating any row. You're not going to be updating any row. Why? Because if you update with OLEDB command, the SSIS package will become slow. Why? It is going to be performing row by row operation. So when you have millions of data getting updated, means it will become slow. I'm not updating anything. So updated row will come and it will get, it will get caught here. Let me click on stage, click on start. One row got inserted directly into the destination table. This row came to the staging table. It did not get updated. It is not updated. When you execute it, insert is happening. There's no problem. But here 1450, right? It did not got update. This data is available in one more table. What is the table name? The table name is called stage underscore employee. So in this, the data is available. You can see it. The data it got caught, but this data has to be updated in this table, right? So you have this data has to be updated. Now, how to update? So there is a trick I can play. I can join these two tables, select star from. How to join these two tables? You can take this table. You can say as A, join. You can take the second table as B. You can give any name, right? As B. On what is the common column here and there? Common column is employee ID and employee ID. I'm using inner join. So A dot employee ID is equivalent to B dot employee ID. So when you join, 1 and 1 is matching. This records will not come because only matching record will come. Matching record is there. Clear? So this is the one John. It is there in this table, but you need to update this value here you need to update this value here. Clear? So after joining, how to update? You should know how to join two tables and update. So I'm writing, let me remove the select and let me say update. So this is the syntax. Update what table you need to update this table. You should not write the table name. It will not work. You have to write the alias name. What is alias? Alias is a update a. Set what? Set a dot name. You need to update with b dot name. So that is the meaning. So you can have a small capital doesn't matter. So what is the name? So b name will come and will get updated. Again, a dot salary is equivalent to update b dot salary, like that. So always b salary will come and getting updated in the a. B name will come, will get updated. So that is how you will be able to update. Now you can execute. This is going to be updating this data. This 1450 will get updated here itself because it's equal command. This data will get updated when you execute. Let me execute this. See, one row got affected. Now you should be able to see this data got updated. So 1450, it has become 1450. Now this data you should delete after you update. So after this is over, you need to delete the data from which table? So from the stage table, you can say truncate table. Table name is called stage employee. This is what you need to click. So you need to update. After that, you delete the record. When you delete, no data will be available here. Updation will be happening. So this you have to take it a copy. And this task has to be done once everything is over. Once everything is over, the data will be available in this table, right? Now what you do, you go, you drag and drop a executes equal task here and you connect. Once everything is over, the data will get captured here. Insert data will go, update data will not get updated. It will be there in the staging table. You go, you connect it to your connection. What is that? Destination table. Now you give a like this. So what will happen? This will be updating the data. Clear? So this will be updating the data. Now you are not updating the data with the OLEDB command that you have deleted. You are going to be updating the data with the executes equal task. Why? Because it will be faster. So I told you 45 minutes it took, right? When I modify the package, it now took only 9 minutes of time. This is what I verified in the production environment. Clear? So 45 minutes it was taking earlier for the 30 million data. The data I'm getting from very big mainframe machine. It is a banking data, right? So my manager told me, hey Bhaskar, you need to do some performance improvement for this package. I told him, sir, we can delete OLEDB command transformation from here. So instead of that, I load the data into the one temporary table. Using the temporary table, I join the data with the destination table. I will be able to load the data. Now you should know how to write this, how to join these two tables. First you write the join condition. Then afterwards you need to write this. Clear? First you need to write select star from that command only and join these two tables. Okay. So this is how you need to join these two tables. Now it should work fine, right? You don't have any data in this table. You're not getting, but if you have one data, that row will come. Then you need to remove the select statement, add these two lines. Clear? So this is how you should be able to load the data. Now you will be able to get. Now later you will be able to delete the data from the staging table. So every time when you load the data, now next time I will also modify some data. Now this time, so my name is called Rishi, right? So for example, Rishi is there. Rishi name, I want to modify it. So Rishi name got modified. Now you also modify employee number 2 salary to, let us say 1900, right? So you can see two updates there. So if you execute this, you will be able to understand two rows will come. Two rows will come here. This rows would have been updated by this fellow. Now you will be able to get. Rishi Kesh has come. Then 1900, the salary has become 1900, right? So it is the salary of this guy is 1900. The same salary as also came. So you will be able to see like that, and no data is there in this because it got deleted. Again, next time when you run the package, you will be able to have like this. So this is how you can improve the performance of your SSIS package. Incremental loading is very, very important. What is the prerequisite? People may ask you, what is the prerequisite to perform the incremental loading? Compulsorily, you need to have the primary key and the source. If you don't have a primary key, for example, you have one more, one like that. So then definitely these tables cannot be used as a incremental loading purpose. Remember, what is the eligibility to perform the incremental loading means source table should have a primary key or a business key. Some key has to be there where you don't have any duplicated data. So that is called as a business key or a primary key. Clear? So if you don't have a primary key or a business key, we cannot perform incremental loading. Am I clear? So this is what is the very, very important one, incremental loading with lookup transformation. Example is this example. Am I clear, guys? Now you have to know it is very, very interesting one, very, very important one. And tomorrow we'll see later. This is the most used transformation in the ETL packages. If you wanted to perform incremental loading, the best one is called what? Lookup transformation only. But it has some issues. What are the issues that we'll see later? Tomorrow, we'll discuss those issues and everything. So this is what is called incremental loading. I have used lookup transformation, and tomorrow again we'll see some more SCD, and we'll compare what are the issues with this, what are the issues with this, what are the issues with which is the recommended one. Lot of things are recommended one. So most of the time lookup is also recommended one, or SQL Server merge statement. No, merge is not from SSIS. SQL Server and CDC change data capture is also from again SSIS. These are the recommended ones to perform the incremental loading. So tomorrow we'll connect. Thank you, guys. Any questions?